What's good, everybody? If you're hearing this video, then you're going to learn about an option, or several options rather, that you have for business financing that can work for you, even if you need the credit score to not be a factor, if you need the income, your monthly business income to not be a factor, and if you need your time in business to not be a factor. So I have different options that meet those different scenarios, and we're going to talk about all of them. This can help you if you're in construction and you need, extra funds, maybe to fund a project, to get, equipment, supplies, pay for employees. If you need, to get equipment, if you are in manufacturing, if you're in the retail space, maybe you need to get some inventory so that you can make some extra sales, especially over, this season, and, racking the money now, pulling new customers now. You can be in the trucking business or industry. You can be in a whole bunch of different business industries, and this will apply to you. So if any of that sounds like you and something that you need, then stay tuned so you can listen to the different funding options that I'm going to tell you about in this video. But if you are in a specific industry and you've been trying to find funding for that specific industry for a specific purpose as well, drop that down in the comments so that I can know who in what industry needs funding and what type of funding or what you need the funding for, so that I can try to find some options and make some videos about that for you guys. So again, drop that down in the comments if you do need to find some funding, what industry you're in or what you're looking for funding for, so that I can try to see what I can find for you guys. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and make this quick, and we're going to get into the information and what we're going to be going over today. And the company that we're talking about today is Rock Financial. They have a bunch of different products. That's why I wanted to run through all of them so you can kind of see what it is that they have going on. And also they have on Google, you can look them up if you're unfamiliar with them. They have over 500 reviews, and you can see that they've maintained almost 5 stars, 4.9 stars out of 500 reviews. That's pretty good if you ask me. So definitely check them out if you need more info on them. But I do have a link to them in the description as well, so check that out if you do need the funding. Now, right now we're going to talk about the business line of credit, right? So with the business line of credit, they have same day funding, anywhere from $10,000 to $5 million. And with a business line of credit, it's really good to have, because if you don't use it, you don't have to pay anything on it. If you do need to use it, all you have to do is pay it off, and then you have access to more funds whenever you need it. So that is the benefit of a business line of credit. And with theirs, as far as the qualifications to see if you meet it, this one in particular, and we have some with a lot less than this, but I was just starting with this one, and it's going to get better as we progress. This one, you have to be at least 6 months in business. You have to make at least $5,000 in business gross sales monthly, and you also have to have at least a 600 FICO score for this option. If you don't have a 600 FICO score yet, I have a bunch of stuff on the channel, a bunch of videos to help you in regards to your credit. But that is what they require for this business line of credit that they offer. Now, the next option they have that we're going to go over, that I want to bring up to you guys, is the small business term loans. And with that, you can see they also have same day funding, anywhere from $10,000 to $5 million, anywhere from 6 months to 10-year terms. So you can spread this out if you want to have a lower payment. And just so you know, when you go down below in the description and you click the link, you'll see a form just as simple as this to fill it out. So it doesn't take any time. They don't require a bunch of documents, and they have over 75, I believe, different lending partners. So they have a bunch of different options to help get you the best rates and all that stuff. But you can see here the qualifications for this particular one is going to be at least 3 months in business, so not as much as the other. $5,000 in gross sales, again, monthly, and no minimum FICO score. So with this, you don't have to have a certain FICO score, and you only need at least 3 months in business. And that is for the small business term loans that they have, and they have different options under that umbrella as well. And now the next one that we're going to talk about is the equipment financing. So if you need to go get a truck for your trucking business, if you need to go get an excavator, or whatever it might be for your construction job, equipment you might need for that, if you need equipment for a restaurant or something like that, they have funding options for you. And with this, you can get funded as quickly as 2 to 5 days. They do anywhere from $10,000 to $5 million with 1 to 5 year terms. And with this option, you have no minimal time in business needed, no minimum monthly gross sales needed, and your credit score can be as low as a 580. So you really don't have to have perfect credit to get some of these credit options, and in some instances, depending on what you need, you don't have to have a minimal credit score at all. But with this, you can get in as little as a 580. And again, if you need help figuring out some stuff with your credit, I have a bunch of videos on the channel. If you need some assistance on what video to go to, make sure you drop a comment down below as well. But anyway, as I mentioned, this is Rock Financial, and they do have a lot of good financing options for you guys, especially in different scenarios. They also have a working capital option for you. Now with that one, you do have to make at least $10,000 monthly, and I believe you have to have at least a 600 credit score for that one. Actually, with that one, it's no minimal FICO score, and I believe it's okay if you have liens or judgments out there. So you don't have to have perfect credit for that option. You just have to have good enough revenue coming in monthly. Like I said, about $10,000 monthly for that option, but that is no collateral required. As a matter of fact, pretty much all of the options that we talked about today don't require any capital, other than the equipment, which would be the capital. And these financing options can help you build your business credit as well. They also don't do any credit check on most of these options, and no personal guarantees, so you don't have to worry about this weighing down your personal credit. So a lot of good things to like about the different funding options that they have. And when you go down to the link in the description and click that and fill out the form, they will have a business specialist reach out to you to help see what your needs are and guide you along to the right products that they have to make sure that you get all of the funding that you need at a reasonable price and reasonable rate, which is very important with the rising interest rates that are currently going on. And that's also why it's very important that right now, if you need funding, you go ahead and get the funding, especially if you know that you need it, because rates are increasing. So lock in a good rate right now on whatever funding you need, and more than likely you're getting the funding to do things that are going to grow your business, help you get more customers, and that's going to be a good thing to do because you can bring in that extra money now, and then later on down the line you can reap the benefits of having that extra cash on hand. Now, if you did get value from this video, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can know to share this with more people. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be notified of any new videos I drop just like this one. I thank you for sticking around in this video. Please make sure to check out the next video because I think it'll help you a lot along the journey that you're on right now. And I'll see you guys next time.